For recovery, we need the TACAN and the ICLS plugged in. You need to tune in the radio station and call the carrier outside of 20 miles in order to get your BRC or base recovery course. You want to plug that BRC into your HSI and set your course line to that BRC. You also need to work out the reciprocal of that BRC, which is the opposite direction on the compass. You can do that if your BRC is less than 180, you add 180. If it's more than 180, you subtract 180. That will give you your reciprocal. Or I can recommend grabbing one of these compasses that has two rings, shows your bearing and the reciprocal. Finally, bear in mind the final bearing is 10 degrees to the left of the BRC, and that is to allow for the offset deck. If the ship is busy, you may be in the holding pattern. The port holding pattern exists on the port side of the ship. Altitude is undefined. It begins at position 1 above the carrier. Position 3 is 180 degrees from there. It has a max diameter of 5 nautical miles. Positions 1 and 3 are the preferred entry points into the pattern. When you're given the signal Charlie, that is your sign to drop out of the pattern and make your entry for recovery. You should leave at point 3, then commence a wide descending turn to arrive at the initial point, which is 3 miles behind the carrier on altitude and on airspeed for recovery. As previously briefed, we should already have a TACAN, ICLS, BRC, and a reciprocal worked out. Then we'll just take a look at the final phases of the in-close. Hook down, bypass set to carry, anti-skid should be off. This is our first numbers check. We want 800 feet, 350 knots, and we're right alongside the boat. Now things start happening fast. You're going to start a level turn, pull about 10% of your speed. So if you're going 350 knots, pull 3.5 G and then let off as your speed decreases. Air brake out until 250, then drop gear and flaps and start to trim into on speed for your downwind. Once we're on downwind, you get on the reciprocal about 1.2 to 1.4 nautical miles from the boat, descend to 600 feet and get in on speed configuration. When you see the round down, initiate a 28-degree turn to the left, very side to slant, and you want your velocity vector just under the horizon, like it is in the picture there, both the corners on the horizon. At the 45, take a look at the boat, adjust your turn as needed, should be at 450, 480 feet. When you're starting to get rounded out, it should be 350 to 370 feet. Call the ball. When you're straight in, about 280 feet, and fly it down. Now we will see all this as I fly it in the cockpit using the excellent Banklers mod, which gives us scoring on all phases. I'm getting set up. I've already plugged in my BRC TACAN. I've got my throttle control set at 350, so I just don't have to worry about it. Trying to get myself just to the left of the ship here and then get on altitude, which is a little squirrely. I'm a little low. Pump it up. Pump it up. Come on. Hold it right there. Okay, we're locked in. 800, past the ship. And come on, hold it. I'm going to turn off my ATC because I'll need it off here. Check the deck. Nobody down there. We're good. On my DME, I'm going to wait for about 1.1, 1.2, and then I'm going to start my turn. Put out my air brake now. And get ready to pull the turn. We'll pull it right here. Flip it over. Pulling, trying to keep it level. Keep level. And flaps out. There's 250. Brakes in, gears out. Keep pulling, keep pulling. I'm tabbing down, trimming down. So I want to come out of here trimmed on speed. Keep looking for my reciprocal heading, which is 17 tree. And I'm watching my horizon, and then looking down at my right DDI, the HSI. If my left wing is right along the course line, that's how we know I'm perfect distance. Okay, I'm way low, way low. So I'm trying to get on speed and then increase throttle. A little more throttle, trying to get back up to speed. My wing is on the line, so my distance is good. Come on. Come on, pump it up. Almost on speed, but I'm still low. Just pumping it up. There we go. On speed. Altitude's coming back up just about in time because there's a round down. And kind of get centered. And I got a turn now. Not quite on speed, so I'm going to wrestle with that a little bit. And try and get my flight path marker on the horizon, right about there. Holding too much turn. That was 30 degrees. I'm dialing it back a little bit now to about 25. And we're on speed. Got the flight path marker where it goes, about 27 degrees of turn, looking good. Keep the turn coming. Keep the turn coming. On speed. Altitude is, we're a little high. And I'm going to be a little wide here. I got the ball. Right now is when I would call the ball if we were doing carrier or comms. Keep turning, straighten out. Feels low. Yeah, a little bit over. I'm going to correct at the last minute. Still on speed. The ball's centered. Here we go. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. That feels good. That feels good. That feels good. Let me see the score. I don't know what wire I got. See the score. Ooh, 66. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm happy with anything over 50, so that's great. I'll take it. I can see I did a lot right there. Cool. Perfect distance. I love it. All right.